Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing another installment in the princess series that leads to the Disney Princess lookbook at the end of the month. This month has been a little bit more crazy than I thought it would be, but I have some time to film today, so I want to keep rolling with this series and give you guys the full lookbook at the end of the month. So we're gonna get started today. Today we're doing Cinderella, if you couldn't tell by the title of this video. So we're gonna be using a lot of blues, a lot of white, and have a really girly summery outfit at the end of this in the lookbook for this video. So let's get started. As usual, I'm going to prime my eyelids first since we're gonna be using blue and white shadows today. I wanna make sure they have a nice base to stick to and also have no fallout on my foundation when I do it. I'm also going to try some TikTok contouring methods. There's been so many coming out lately that people have been using, so I want to give one of them a go and see if it actually makes a difference in how my makeup looks. So we're going to give that a shot too. Today's just a day of experimenting and using stuff I haven't used in a really long time. So the palette I'm going to be using today is the Blue Moon palette from ColourPop. It's got gorgeous colors in it. Very I think this is like a Cinderella blue, and kind of this one. This whole top kind of set of 6 is really pretty. So we're gonna start there. So I wanna make this a really intense cut crease. So in the palette, I'm going into the color Starry Eyed, which is this medium blue, and I'm using this number 10 brush from BH. We're just gonna pick some of this up and very lightly start drawing out where the crease will be cut. Going right along the shape of my eye. And using one of these brushes, you can probably tell the color goes on nice and intense. So I'm gonna just build up the color. Then I'm going to use a BH number 6 brush. It looks like this. And we're going to go in with the color Moonlight and very lightly buff that edge along the top so it has a nice gradient. This is like a really light baby blue shade, and it's just going to soften that top edge so it's a little bit softer. It doesn't have to be completely blended, but we don't want it to be too harsh either. And then taking the same brush, I'm going into Lumi, which is this really kind of duochrome shade, and we're just gonna pop that right along the brow line. So it'll be a really intense highlight up there. Then I'm gonna go in with Tide Pool, which is this really bright blue, and start tapping this into the inner corner slash lid. So we're just going to use this on the first third. I'm going to take Billie Jean, which is the middle color in this palette, and top that into the middle and the rest of the lid. I'm going to use a liner brush and go in with the color Fine China, and we're going to just redefine that cut crease. So I'm taking it right above that glittery shade, and we're going to draw the line back in. So now that we have that defining line back in, I'm going to throw on a little bit of liner. I'm just using my regular NYX matte liquid liner. Just doing a small wing. I haven't thrown my lashes on yet. I'm gonna save that until we're done doing the contour stuff because I don't want them to get messy. So this I saw on TikTok. I don't know who originally posted it. If I know, I'll leave it down below. But I saw Michaela do it. If you know TikTok makeup people, you know who Michaela is. So I am taking the NYX Highlight and Sculpt Duo. This is in Cinnamon and Peach. So we're gonna take cinnamon and you just go around like this. Now I'm gonna have to make it thicker, so I'm gonna kind of go around like that. And you bring it around like this. So kind of just drawing in how you would want your face to look, essentially. So right along everywhere you contour, you do like this. And I'm just adding more because you go really thick around the chin. I feel like this is gonna look really bad before it looks really good. You take foundation, which I do have a brush for. You take your foundation shade. I'm using the Maybelline Superstay. This is like my new favorite that I've been using. And I probably put like way too much, but because we're using a brush, I want to make sure you don't get your brows in there either. I haven't done mine yet, but you kind of fill in this area. And the areas that you didn't hit with the contour. So around your jaw, like this. Make sure I'm getting everywhere. I want to make the full circle. And then you put your concealer in the places that you didn't hit yet. So you do like the heavy V here. Oh yeah, and you gotta do the middle of the forehead here. Hopefully this looks okay because there's no going back now. So you go with your nose. Now we blend. So I blended it out and honestly, it's so dark on me. I'm building concealer on top because it's just so dark, it doesn't look right. So I'm going to fix it a bit with a whole lot of concealer. I'm gonna just use a bit of foundation too and go over kind of the frame of my face so that it blends a lot better all together. I'm using the brush here because I don't want it to get muddy again. I feel like it went really muddy really quick. And I don't feel like it changed my face shape all that much for all that product and work. I am going in with the Anastasia Caramel Brow Powder. We're gonna start filling in our eyebrows. I'm using a square-headed paintbrush, and I start by filling in the front and pushing the product up so that not only do my brow hairs stand up to make them look more full, but the product is going directly into the brow shape. So I get about halfway, and this is when I'm just changing like the color of my brows. Then I start creating the tail. And the arch. I'm just going to use this ColourPop blush. This is the first Hello Kitty collection one, so I don't think they have this anymore unless they re-came out with it. It's fun with friends. We're just going to add this to our cheeks so they look really dewy and you know, Cinderella-y, nice and rosy. Then I'm gonna add it on my nose as well. And even a little bit on the Cupid's bow. So I threw my lashes on. I feel like as everything's settling and I'm kind of getting used to it, it's not as drastic. However, I still feel like it's really dark. So there's not much I can do about it now, but we're gonna move on to the lips. So I'm using the Alluring pencil from NYX. And I'm just staying right within my lip line. Now we're gonna use the color Viper from ColourPop. This is a matte liquid lip. So this is the finished look with the wig and everything. If you guys want to see the full outfit, then make sure you check out my lookbook at the end of the month. I'm doing that in lieu of a reading wrap up because I have been in a reading slump. So the next one I'm going to do, I think, is going to be Jane from Tarzan. I'm not going to do Pocahontas just because I don't have any clothes that are kind of tan or go with the color scheme. So we're going to do Jane instead, and maybe I'll do Pocahontas at a later date. But this is the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you check out my other Disney Princess lookbook and playlist that I have on here, and head over to my Instagram to see pictures of the looks. And I'll see you guys in the next one.